my 7th grade science teacher had Tourette's.
You guys, a teacher with Tourette's?
Yeah, we were horrible.
Each family brings joy. It's a childhood destroyed. Hey, it's Tammy's boy. Tammy's boy. Tammy's boy. Hey, it's Tammy's boy.
Tammy's Boy Podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. Jon Carden is not a licensed therapist. He is just a friend.
We're going to do a podcast, and we are going to do it right now.
All right, y'all. Welcome on in. It's Tammy's Boy. My name's Jon Carden. I'm your host, and my dad had snakes. This is the show where we talk about your parents and what they did wrong and hopefully what they did right. Today, we have behind the camera our very talented young producer, Mr. Colt Garrett.
John, thank you for that. How we doing, boys and girls? We've got a great episode for you today. Full videos available on YouTube and Spotify. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because if we can get 1,000 subscribers, we're going to start that Patreon where you'll get episodes early and all sorts of bonus content. John, who do we got on the couch today?
Well, Tammy's boys and girls, well, our guest today has 2 internet shows, one called the T1K Pod, the other Live Bait.
Yes, sir.
I've known him. He's my friend. He's my buddy.
We're boys, dude.
Welcome in, Joe Begley.
Thank you. I'm fucking. I was so excited to come over because right when I walked in, I found the salt gun that you have.
Dude,
used to shoot the
went.
bugs.
You brought out my dad. You brought out the dad in me.
I mean, dude,
Where I'm
like it or not.
where I'm like, do you realize how much salt you're getting all over my house?
If you do give me a salt gun, I am gonna scream death to all infidels and run around the house.
Dude, like an
Shooting
8-year-old
anything
child,
I can
like my son doesn't even. Well, he got that out of his system for like 5 minutes.
Allahu Akbar.
You were literally combing the streets looking for bugs to kill.
I did take it outside. I was using it a little bit too much in the house, and I started to feel bad, so I went outside to try to find bugs to kill, and there were none in the direct vicinity. So I went down the stairs and started looking in the plants.
Did you find any bugs?
You guys came outside and found me digging through the bushes, trying to find something to shoot with the salt gun.
This is the perfect time to start because it's like, who raised you? You know, like,
dude, yeah. I mean, it's I think I'm starting to talk about this on stage, but I think for a comic, I had a pretty normal childhood.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on, because like, you're one of the people that I know that probably has one of the most like mundane. I'm gonna say it's like a completely picture perfect.
Yeah,
but I mean, pretty picturesque childhood.
Yeah, I mean, I literally the house that I lived in until I was 11 was literally on a golf course. I went to private school. I was a member of a country club. My parents are still together. We have a second home. Like, things are pretty fucking sweet, dude.
Who are your parents? Where are they from?
My mom is from Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, for your mom's a Southern girl.
Yeah, Linda's from the South, man.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
dude.
man. My parents met at the University of Alabama.
So both of your parents went to U of A.
Roll Tide. My dad's a frat boy.
Did you?
My
Did you
mom's a
follow their?
track star.
Did you follow their footsteps?
No, I pledged for like 4 weeks and then I got kicked out. Yeah,
that checks out. When you're too well for the University of Alabama.
No, so I didn't go to Alabama. I went to Vermont.
Oh, you went to Vermont.
I thought about being a legacy and going down there, and I was my parents strongly convinced me not to do it.
Why? Just out of curiosity.
Because like after having visited there and gone to a few football games, I'm 100% sure I wouldn't have graduated if I went.
Yeah.
Like
too much partying.
Dude, I mean, like, they party different down there. Like, we went down there for some of the college football games, like, last year, and we'd go to some of the frat houses to pregame, and they're, like, the kids are, like, 19. They're doing fucking blow, dude. Like, they're
getting it in.
They're different.
Yeah.
Like, we were not doing coke at UVM, really.
Yeah.
Until second half of senior year. But before that, I mean, like, it was pretty, like, mundane partying. Like, UVM was kind of, like, go out, maybe some house has a keg. You would go to, like, gatherings, you know, and hang out with your friends and have a few beers and then go to the bars and then go to bed at, like, 1:30, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was a pretty normal, run-of-the-mill existence. And then, like, you go to University of Alabama and these guys are, like, everybody has, like, the SEC dress code, which is just, like, fucking...
a polo shirt, khaki
shorts,
yep.
striped polo, khaki shorts, boat shoes.
Yep.
Just, like, blackout drunk, dude.
It's
Fucking
crazy
crazy.
how drunk those guys can get. I've seen it. I've been down there and like they can put it away.
Oh, yeah.
It's impressive. So let's see. Your parents met at University of Alabama, and how did they get up to where you're from? Vermont, right?
Yeah, so there's a little bit of like complicated family stuff there. So this is the basic deal. My mom was like one of 13, which is crazy.
Your mom had 12 brothers and sisters.
Yeah, half of them were steps. So
Okay.
her dad remarried and they
Like a
like
Brady
started a new
Bunch situation.
family. Brady Bunch. It was 7 on her side, then 6 on the other side, and they had one more together. So the total was 14. It's a big family.
Why? Why would you have one more?
They just, dude, they wanted one together. They wanted to seal the deal, prove that this was no joke, you know?
Dude, that child has 12 enemies.
Yeah.
That child doesn't have siblings.
Yeah, man. I mean, that child's name is Margaret Ann, and Margaret Ann's the fucking best, dude. Yeah.
Her name's Margaret Ann?
Margaret Ann, baby.
Dude, that's so weird, man. I grew up with a lady right down the road from me whose name was Margaret Ann. And she's the only one I've ever met my whole life. And she was when I met her, she was like an 88-year-old virgin. She had literally never been with a man in 88 years.
Whoa.
I know. It
She
was,
told you this?
well, I mean, yeah, in less words. You know what I mean? She never said that she was never deflowered, but she said she only loved one man. He went off to war in World War II when they were engaged. They weren't going to have sex, and they got married because they were both very extremely Christian. So she
he
was
died.
waiting for him to get back, and he died in Normandy.
Oh, my
And
God.
she never found another guy, never fell in love again, so she just never,
Wow, that's commitment.
right?
Holy shit.
Yeah. Even before she said till death do us part, she meant it. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's like we all think our ladies are ride or die like that, but that's another level.
That's another level, dude.
That's fucking insane,
I
dude.
know. I don't think that exists anymore.
I mean, part of me is like, yeah, you know, it's nuts that that's kind of like gone, but that level of commitment, man, I don't know if that's healthy. To just,
I'm sure it's not to never move on like that. but
yeah, to never move on.
It's also admirable.
There's something definitely admirable about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
Margaret Ann, she's the coolest. She's your coolest aunt.
I got a lot of very cool aunts. I like a lot of my aunts. They're great.
You got a bunch to choose from.
I got a fuckload, dude. I mean, there's the kind of thing where it was that side of the family is the kind of side of the family where like when people started getting married
Yeah.
from my generation, right? So like my cousins started getting married, you would go to these weddings and you'd get introduced to somebody and they're like, yeah, that's your aunt. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've never seen you before in my
Because
life.
when it's one of 14, you have like 3 or 4 aunts that you know really well.
Yeah,
and then the
they
rest
live
of
in
them are
close
kinda-
proximity or they visit.
Exactly. And then like so I like to say I'm half Southern, I'm half Irish.
Okay.
So like my mom's family's from the South, total mixed bag, and then my dad's 100% Irish.
Okay.
He's got 2 siblings, and then had 3.
Is he from Alabama too?
No, he's from Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
So the story of how my dad ended up out
Your
at
mom
Alabama,
married a Yankee.
dude, a Yankee as fuck. So this is the story. There was and this has been retold because my dad's best friend also went to Alabama.
Okay.
This was evidently the deal. They had some like school counselor that, you know, was like really close with the kids, and he taught like summer school at the University of Alabama.
Okay.
As like a side job because he was like a young guy. He was in his 20s.
Yeah.
Didn't have anything to do in the summer, so he would go down and teach summer school at the U of A just to make some extra cash. And he's, you know, being the school counselor for these kids, doing all this stuff. And he's coaching them up. And then one summer, he had like 3 or 4 guys that he really liked. And everybody's applying to UMass and UConn and Holy Cross and all this stuff. And he's like, guys, I think you guys should see what's down there because frankly, I think you would like it.
Yeah.
And so he convinced like these kids' parents to let him drive their kids to Alabama for a few weeks in the summer. And so my dad went down with this guy, toured Alabama, and was like, yep, absolutely. I mean, dude, I think at the time the University of Alabama was like $2,500 a year.
Oh, wow.
Like it was cheap.
Yeah.
And if you go to my dad's frat house at Alabama, I mean, I know it's kind of like corny to like deitize like frat culture.
Yeah.
But if you look at Bryant Denny Stadium, there's Bryant Denny and then there's the Walk of Champions. And then at the end of the Walk of Champions is my dad's old frat house.
That's insane.
So like when you're tailgating for the game, you can look into the entrance of the stadium. It's fucking insane. And so that's where my dad was at. And my mom went full ride to Alabama, was SEC champ in the 10K.
Oh,
so
so
they
she's
were
a
like
runner.
totally different backgrounds. Yeah.
Is your dad an athlete at all?
He ran JB cross country at Alabama.
Okay.
He was really good. Like he kept running, marathons into his 40s and stuff. But the thing is, nobody can beat my mom. I mean, my mom's like fucking nuts when it comes to the running.
Does she still run?
Yeah, my mom is number 1 ranked triathlete in the country, 65 to 70.
Jesus. So
Which is
your
nuts.
mom still gets after it.
Gets after it really fast. She's complaining to me the other day about how like she's been struggling to break 7 in the mile. She's 65.
Jesus.
Fucking nuts, dude.
I mean, if she's pulling 7:10s and 7:05 in her 60s, that's absolutely bonkers.
I mean, dude, we know guys that are 25 that can't even come close to doing that right now.
Buddy, I could name somebody that couldn't do that on a forklift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you know what I'm thinking about.
I know, dude.
Like that's insane, dude.
Yeah, so I think like it's
So was that any pressure for you growing up? Like physically, do you think that that's one of the reasons that you've always kind of stayed in shape?
I feel really great about it, actually, looking back on it, because like I think at the time it was like really annoying. Like my mom was my middle school cross country coach, and I loved having her as the middle school cross country coach. So we were in a school of 200 kids.
Oh, that's
200,
small.
or not 200. It was I think for the whole middle school it was 600, 200 a grade.
Okay.
Which for Connecticut state classes there was S, M, L, and then double X, right?
Okay.
And then so like we were class M, so we were like the medium-sized schools,
Okay.
and we would win. My mom was such a good coach that the entire school would run cross country. There were 150 kids in the cross country team, and we would win states every year.
Yeah.
We would go in and just fucking crush everybody. And so like cross country was always a really big thing. My mom was a great coach with like professional experience. She was on like the trials team and everything. So everybody would run. And it was great. We had a great team. I was one of the best, but like there was some hardcore things about it, which like I can distinctly remember my last day of like 7th grade, coming home, being super excited for like vacation, getting off the bus, and then going in the garage, and there's a piece of paper with a note on the door that's like, hey, you have to run 4 before you start the day. And I'm like, fuck. Like, yeah, it was crazy. It was pretty intense. But dude, I mean, I'm glad I grew up like being good at something. I think it's good to know what the experience of being good at something is like. And then I think also like, dude, running is like a good thing for it to be your sport, because it's just a game of like how hard can you push yourself.
It's you versus you.
It's you versus you. It's like, dude, how much can I suffer for 15 minutes? That's really the name of the whole game.
Yeah.
What's my max out for 15 minutes of soft running? And I think it's like, it's good. It helps down the line.
So your dad's at University of Alabama. Your mom's there. They meet. What gets them back to Connecticut?
My dad went back east to take over the family business.
Okay. What was the family business?
Accounting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, dude, my dad is still like a fucking dog. I talked to him on the phone a couple days ago, and like the thing is, because of how much stuff they do, I don't think they like fully realize their age sometimes.
Yeah.
My dad is like recovering from an ankle surgery. My mom's recovering from 2 broken collarbone surgeries because they try to ski. They're out of their fucking minds. They tried to go skiing in the woods and broke their shoulders, and they're psychos. And so I'm like, I'm talking to them on the phone, and I just started jujitsu, and I'm getting fucking ragdolled out there. And I'm talking to my dad. He's like, jujitsu, that sounds good. He's like, I'd like to. Do you think I could do jujitsu? And I'm like, no. Like, can you drop to your knees without like can you go from standing up to on your knees? And I felt bad because I feel like that kind of like broke his spirit a little bit.
He's reminded of his age, right? His mortality. Like,
Thinking that he can't do jujitsu. I'm like, dude, you're...
Watch. In a month, he's going to be a brown belt.
Yeah.
Just to spite you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I saw kids classes on there. I didn't see jujitsu classes for the elderly, but...
I'm sure
yeah.
there's some senior jujitsu classes out there where
There's
he
gotta
could
be
probably...
something.
He could roll with guys his age.
I mean, the thing is, I'm sure it's like a lot of ground game and stuff, because that action of like, dude, getting taken to the ground, you're like, you're gonna fucking break something. Like I have this like bruise on my fucking. Where is it? This is from like, oh, I think it finally went away today. Yeah, it went away. Look at that. I had a gigantic bruise and it didn't even hurt. It was just because I like extended my shoulder in a weird position. Something just ripped. And you're like, oh, fuck, look at the size of that. It's
So
crazy.
your dad and your mom get up there. He takes over the accountant business.
Yeah.
What happens from there? They start having kids. They get married.
Yeah, so I think like one of the reasons that I exist is my parents had me when they were like in their mid 30s.
Okay.
And I think my mom got injured running a the Santa Claus 10K. And
Okay.
she's so like competitive that I think she like broke her ankle and still finished the race
Jesus.
and got like 5th place.
Your mom's like David Goggins.
Yeah, she is. And so I have this trophy somewhere in the basement because it's like the reason I exist. But she broke her ankle, kept going, and then like did structural damage to it. And then afterward, she got the report from the doctor. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm done. Let's have kids. Let's go." Because I think she was one of those people where she's like, "I'm not going to do this. This is not something I'm really interested
Your
in."
conception is the result of an injury?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
hardcore, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If she looks at you and she's like, if only I hadn't broken that ankle.
If only I hadn't broken the ankle. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like this was the kind of house where they were like, you only exist because I got hurt. She's like, no, I'm so glad I like fucking fucked up my foot in that
I'm
race.
glad that happened,
I'm glad
yeah.
that happened. This was a good move.
So she got injured mid-30s. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I got a younger brother and a younger sister.
You're the oldest.
I'm the oldest, yeah. Which I
Wow.
guess is pretty uncommon in stand-up.
I think it is. Like, I'm the oldest,
Yeah.
but my brother's my half brother.
Mm.
But yeah, it is pretty uncommon. A lot of the people I've met in comedy are younger siblings.
Yeah, I feel like the reason younger siblings get into stand-up is because they like have this need for attention that they weren't getting.
Yeah.
And they like acted out and were sort of rambunctious and became like the funny kid
Yeah.
and sort of out there. And dude, that's just kind of like always the way that I was. Like it was just built in. Like I don't think that it was a nurture response for me. I think it was like a nature response where
Okay.
I was the one where like I would make the babysitter quit. Like I was like yeah, I would get the principal called to Catholic school and stuff. I'll never forget. This was one of my favorite memories with my mom. We were I had my 7th grade science teacher had Tourette's.
Okay.
And she would make bird noises. And we were her first class that she ever taught. So looking back on it, she was probably like 24 years old, like fresh out of grad school, and was
So
teaching
she
this.
would just be like, and that's when Abraham Lincoln said 7
Yeah,
7 years ago.
bro. And we would fucking die laughing at this. Like my buddy would just, she had a kid. Okay, so she was in this class with me and my friend Brendan, which are like probably the 2 worst people that you could have in this class.
Yeah.
And we would just run plays like all class and just make this teacher lose her fucking mind. So there's one day
You
where,
guys tortured a teacher with Tourette's.
yeah, we were horrible.
I understand the alliteration there, and it's great.
Yeah.
But torturing a Tourette's teacher.
So everyone would torture the Tourette's teacher, though. That's
Poor
the thing.
girl.
So one day she would have enough and she would put me in the hallway. And the thing about the 7th grade hallway at our middle school was like the 6th grade one was off on a side angle. The 8th grade one was on the top floor. But the 6th grade one was the hallway you would look it down, or the 7th grade one was the hallway that you would look down when you entered the building. And her class was the first one on the right. So I get kicked out and she's like, sit in the hallway until the end of class. I've had enough. And my mom coached cross country. And my mom walks in to coach cross country that day. And I see her coming down to go in the building and I'm in the fucking hallway because I've gotten in trouble.
Oh, no.
And I go, I got to get back in. And so I like pop the door open. I run in. I go, I'm so sorry. And she's like, what do you mean you're going to squawk? Which is like, so she would just start reaming me out. She's like, you got to go back in the hallway. You've been a piece of shit all class. And I'm like, no, I promise I'll be good. I promise I'm not going to do anything bad. I promise I'll be on my best behavior for the rest of class. If you just let me please sit down and learn science. I want to learn science so bad, miss. Please let me learn the science. Please. Blur her name out, please. But yeah, that was that was my experience with that class. Is like we were always just kind of out there and having fun. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like I went to Catholic school until I was in like the 6th grade, and I got like picked on pretty bad at Catholic school and didn't like Catholic school at all. The teachers were nuns and they were really mean to me, and the other kids were not really nice either. So when I went to middle school, I kind of just like fucking let it rip, wild out a little bit.
So I was debating whether or not to share this story at the end of yours as well. I was kind of quiet for a minute. I'm like, do I talk about this? In 7th grade, nonetheless, me too, science. We had a teacher named, I don't even want to say her name. We'll just call her Mrs. Craigsmith. So Mrs. Craigsmith had a husband that was a doctor, and he was like all of our doctors, Dr. Craigsmith. He's like all of our doctors. Well, it came out that he was in a love triangle with two men in Danville, Virginia, which is the neighboring town from where I lived in North Carolina. And he's in a love triangle with two men. That came out. One of those guys actually wrapped himself in barbed wire and jumped off a bridge. And it ended up Mr. Craigsmith, or Dr. Craigsmith, ended up unaliving himself.
Oh, my God.
His wife and the children continued going to school, and that was like public knowledge throughout the county as what had happened. So when I tell you some of the things said to that woman, brother, it would make Hitler blush.
Yeah.
It would make the most vile
my
person
God.
you could possibly imagine be like, oh my God, and clutch their pearls. Like the things that were said one time in class, when one kid just came out and said it, and he was like, "That's why your gay ass husband." And
oh fuck!
I mean,
What do you like do in that situation as a teacher? Do you get sent to the principal's office? Like,
I mean, that's such a tough. Like, I always felt so bad for her. You know,
so the tough thing is, I got a bunch of like buddies right now that are like school teachers, and I think the hardest part of it is that like because of the internet, the kids sort of realize that they do have a degree of power.
Yeah.
So you can't like punish the way that you like. I don't know. When we were in the 7th grade, like that science teacher was the first one to let the crack expose, right? Where she was the first one to really show like, hey, I'm not all in control. I'm not powerful.
Yeah.
Here. Like you guys can come in and fucking destroy me.
Yeah.
Please don't. And then we did. That's just what happens.
I know.
And
with
now,
great power comes great responsibility, though.
But now, like, so up until that point, we hadn't realized that you could like break a teacher, that you could get in control.
It's like when a shark tastes blood for the first time. You realize you're an apex predator now.
But now the problem in the school systems is because of the internet, the kids are all aware that they have power. They know that they don't necessarily have to listen all the time. And that's a really dangerous dynamic. Like, you can just go in and you can just decide, fuck it, dude. But my buddy's a teacher in Virginia. Love him, one of my closest friends. And he is not a big fan of the governor of Virginia. But the governor of Virginia did one thing that he's like, I can't deny it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my career. Governor of Virginia banned cell phones in public school classrooms. And he's like, it's the greatest fucking thing ever. He's like, it's back to 05, man. It's fucking awesome. And
I mean, my kids have phones, and I don't love it. You know, they're distracted when they're here. It's like I make them put them away, but like that builds its own resentment.
Yeah.
Then you're the asshole that took away the freedom, right? You're not just a person that's being responsible and looking out for them and making sure that, you know, they're not exposed to too much blue light or all these things.
100%. I mean, dude, it's hard too when it's like we're comics and then you look at our own screen time. You're like, holy shit.
I know.
Like I was just talking to another comic who's a good friend of ours that's like 8 hours a day on the phone alone every day. And I'm like, bro, that's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, I had a road comic.
You can't do that.
I had a road comic tell me years ago. He goes, you can be a great comic or you can be a great father. You can't be both. And I mean, I firmly disagree.
Look at
firmly
Burr.
disagree.
Look at Burr. Look at Rogan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a good enough dad on my own. You know what I mean? I've a pretty good father, and for the most part, and so I mean, I'm living it, so it's different for me. But I know that in the same breath, though, I know why he says that. You know, I know why that thought is there. It's because you have to sacrifice so much to be a comic.
100%.
But I mean, I don't think that's uncommon in any career. You know what I mean? Like, do you think your dad made sacrifices, to run an accounting firm?
Unbelievable sacrifices. I mean, he is 65 years old right now. He still works 80 or 90 hours a week in the winter.
Jesus.
It's crazy. So he works like a dog. I've never seen anyone that works as hard as him. One of the smartest guys I know, too. I mean, just an absolute savage.
Yeah.
Very funny in his own weird. Both my parents are kind of funny in their own weird way, but like, dude, I mean, I think about how hard he worked, and I think about like, his equivalent of road gigs were like tax season. It was like I just wouldn't see him in the winter.
Oh wow.
I wouldn't. I mean, for like 4 months, it was like he would.
He's just gone.
He would work until he would come home from work after I went to bed, which was kind of insane. He'd be around in the morning. He'd be up, putting us off, helping us get to school. Like, I consider myself really lucky, man. I think I had a great childhood. I think there were the pros outweighed the cons for sure.
Yeah.
But
what's your best memory? If you could, I know you got a bunch, but like, what's probably your favorite memory from your childhood?
dude, I mean, I just liked the pool, man. I really liked the pool. We didn't have a pool at the house, but
You've got all the pool vibes in the world. Always.
yeah, man. I mean,
I always say that. You look like what is it? A yacht club. You've got yacht club written all over you.
I mean, dude, we would just do so much fun shit. Like, I think like one of my favorite things was like we had a giant bush in the backyard of my house, and it was like 15 feet tall, and it was big enough that you can get inside. And like me and my brother and all my friends, like we wouldn't like hang out in the basement. We would hang out in the bush. Like that was like our go-to spot, dude. We'd chill in the bush.
Where you guys been?
We've been in the bush.
We were in the bush, man.
It was Saigon 71 in there.
Yeah. I mean, and me and like the neighborhood kids just like running around being fucking terrorists when we were little. It was just like so fun.
Oh, I bet you were a hooligan.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Not
I bet
great.
you were a hooligan, dude.
I mean, dude, like,
I mean, given the 6-7 minutes you had my bug salt gun.
yeah.
If that was you as a kid, dude, I would have sprayed you with a garden hose.
Yeah, it was brutal.
If you would have came nearby, I would have been like, shh, just to give you just a little dose of karma.
Yeah, I would climb everything that I could. You know, like we had like trees and stuff that would like look into the neighbors' yards, and I would like run spy operations on our gay neighbors and stuff.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we were like having a good time, dude.
Dude, I bet in Connecticut you guys had a lot of gay neighbors, dude.
Yeah, we were having a great time, dude. I mean, man, like the whole experience was just like really fucking fun. You know,
Yeah.
like I liked it a lot. But I do think a lot about like what you said with the road sacrifice, man. And I'm like, I think about this all the time. Like I definitely like want to do the family thing. I think this is the way I kind of think about it. I'm like, I just happened to look up on like ChatGPT the other day. I was like, how many organisms existed like in terms of like lineage between me and like the first celled being that was created on this earth? And it's like about 2 billion is the answer.
Yeah.
So like 2 billion times in a row, consecutively, with no breaks, the organisms had to reproduce for you to get here. And then to be the one where you're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not into it. I don't want to have a kid. And you're just voluntarily just being like, yeah, we're done. I don't want to keep going.
That's an interesting thought, man. That's
Yeah.
like, I think that puts a lot of responsibility on yourself. You know what I mean? To reproduce. For me, the reason I did it was just because they said you might not be able to have kids later on because I got hurt in the Army. So I was like, yeah.
Why'd they say that?
Because I've got a spinal cord injury.
Oh.
So they were like, this could progress, and if it progresses, you're not going to be able to have kids.
Whoa.
And I'm like, bet. Say less. And I popped out 3 in 6 years.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And now I'm done. My daughter just turned 15, my oldest, and my youngest turns 11 in a couple days.
That's so crazy that there are.
And I'm 37, and I'm done.
Yeah, like we're not that far apart in age, and I'm not even close to getting started.
I know.
You know?
There is something to be said for being white trash and getting it done early.
Well, I gotta say this though, my friends that like had kids in their 20s that were kind of a little bit ahead of the game, were just like married and had kids, and
Yeah.
they're like the best fathers. You know what I mean? Like they're really into it. This was like a conscious decision that they made, with the exception of one. One of my buddies, my friend's little brother, had a kid by accident, and then they were like, "Fuck it, let's keep it and do it." And ironically, they're at Alabama, but his son rocks. Great kid, and comes.
Did any of your siblings go to Alabama?
Nobody was allowed. Yeah.
Wow. You got good parents.
Yeah.
For them to be like, listen, we know what we did there,
Yeah.
and we don't want you going there.
I think they just like they know me, and they like right around my senior year I got arrested, and I think
Did they always know you were a little bit wild? Like you were on like
I was in trouble a lot growing up, like
Yeah.
a lot. I was grounded pretty regularly, and I bent the rules a lot. Like my senior year, like things kind of they were like, oh fuck, like they caught me passed out naked in the basement during senior prom, and then I got arrested 2 weeks after that, and then they were like, yeah, dude, you cannot go to the University of Alabama.
Was that like,
would be fuck. You're not doing that
was getting arrested? Do you think that's like the worst moment of your childhood?
by far.
Yeah.
The dog getting hit by the car up there, that's pretty bad.
You watched that?
Just remember them coming back and telling me. But yeah.
Oh, man. What was getting arrested like at 8? What were we, 17, 18?
Yeah, I mean, it was we got arrested for like vandalism and
What'd you vandalize?
it's, someone's house. It was pretty I feel pretty bad about it.
Yeah.
But we were just like fucking around, and
Well, I
had
mean, just remember who you were is not who you are.
I
You
know,
what I mean?
but like the way that basically what happened was we like vandalized somebody's house, and we didn't really realize that like other people were also fucking with this person's house, and so it
It
wasn't
got double vandalized.
got like 10x vandalized. Like there were like other people fucking with this person. So
Oh no!
what happened was we did it, and then
What did this person do?
So
Because I mean, I'm sorry, man, but if 10 different people think, "Hey, we should vandalize this guy's house,"
I think she just broke some hearts, man.
it was a her.
Yeah, not mine, but like
Oh wow,
dude, yeah, I feel fuck, man. I've actually never talked about this before, but what happened was, one of the guys I was with let it slip that we were the ones that did it, and so what happened was we did it. We went there. We apologized. We made everything right. It was okay. We were good to go. And then about 2 weeks later, someone went back and hit them again. And
was it one of your crew?
nope. And what happened was when that happened, I remember that morning because like the family found out that they did it. They got hit at like 2 or 3 a.m. My dad barged into my room. I've never seen him that fucking mad. He's like, "What did you fucking do? What did you like?" He was like gonna kick my ass for sure. So he wakes me up. We drive over to the house and they're fucking screaming at us. The police are there. They're like, "You did this," and we're like, "No, we did. Somebody fucked with this girl's house. Bad. It was bad." And we're like, "We did not do this."
Oh wow!
And they just like didn't believe us. And so they were like, "We don't have evidence that you guys did this, but we have evidence that you did the other one. You already admitted it, so we're just going to press charges on that one."
Yeah, we don't have evidence that you didn't do this one. Is the thing.
And then so my
yeah.
entire freshman year of college, we were like fighting that case. So I was like my
Wow.
entire freshman year of college, I was in like Massachusetts driving back home and fighting that the whole time.
When ended up happening?
I don't know, man. I was a minor when it happened, so it all went away. But it was like really insane. I don't want to say it was traumatic because it's like insane to say that you have trauma from something that you did.
No,
to
that's
somebody
traumatic.
else.
That's the definition of trauma, dude. Like, that's traumatic. It doesn't matter if you like if
Yeah,
if you caused it, but like here's
I
the
have
thing.
trauma because of something that I did. It's not like I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm the fucking victim on this one."
No, but you did, but like you didn't too, which it makes it rough because it's like you kind of had to pay for it twice. You know what I mean? And I think that makes it rough on its own because that'll give you issues with being honest. You know what I mean? Like I was honest about this and I told you the truth, and I'm still gonna get fucked up for it. Feel like most of my freshman year's been spent for this. That's gonna build a lot of trust issues.
Yeah,
I think that's
true. And the other thing
traumatic.
too is like I don't think my parents believed me that I did when I said I didn't do it.
that hurts too. You know what I mean?
They were like, I don't think they ever believed me. But dude, yeah, it was just fucked up. But I mean, the reality is like, yeah, that was a definitely low light. But it was kind of like, dude, my summer between high school and college was like, we were kind of like locked down. And then the summer between freshman and sophomore year was probably the greatest summer that I ever had. Like, it was amazing. So I'm like, whatever, who cares? It's all good. And then the year after that, I was in fucking China. So I'm like, life has been good.
I know, dude.
I've had a good time.
You live one of the coolest lives of anybody I know when it comes to travel. Like, I'll look on social media and you're in Colorado playing golf, and then 3 days later you're in like San Jose somewhere, and I'm just like,
I'm trying, man.
yeah, you get out, you get around.
I lived like I feel like I lived an entire year of life in the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
because we were doing like the flood relief stuff, and then before that I was in Chicago selling
Yeah.
beer, and then the week before that I was in San Diego. So I'm like, holy fuck! I was like, that was 3 weeks.
Did your
Like,
parents do a lot of charity work growing up?
No.
None.
I think my dad was my dad always did the shit around town that nobody wanted to do. Like, my dad was like the head of like the water pollution control agency in town. Like, just like shit that, like, running like the fucking, sounds like a mob job.
It does.
Yeah, the more I talk about him, the more it sounds like he's in the mafia.
He's an
not.
accountant.
He's not. I
He's running
promise.
the water pollution.
Yeah, but he runs the garbage too. But yeah,
What you need taken out?
what do you need?
I'll call Papa.
What do you need? But yeah, he's I think they would always like kind of give back in those like weird ways. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we're going out, we're handing out soup to the homeless, but it was like
They definitely contributed
volunteer
in their way,
cross country coach.
Yeah.
You know,
What does your mom do now? Just chills.
races professionally. I think. Yeah. So just chilling. She's almost 70. You know. It's
Yeah,
like-
it's done.
yeah. My dad works like crazy, and the thing is, I don't think he wants to stop. He just got a new business partner and he's having a great time.
What do your brothers and sisters do?
My
Brothers,
brother's a airplane engine. He works on airplane engines and stuff. And then my sister just started working in finance.
Following daddy's footsteps.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. I mean, that would be the most logical step I could make. Is just stop doing comedy and start learning how to do taxes. I think everyone would be like, "That's pretty smart." Pretty smart. I just can't fucking work. I can't work like that, dude. Like for Don't Tell, I had to do a phone call with someone about potentially doing a show at their venue, and I had to listen to like corporate voice for like 15 minutes, and I was like, I can't fucking go back to this.
Yeah.
Now that I've had a taste of what it's like to not have to do a Zoom meeting ever,
Yeah.
like, dude, like one meeting a week will ruin your.
We live a flexible.
Ruin your
We live a
fucking
very
life.
flexible lifestyle, and it's easy to take it for granted. And then when you're called back into the public, so like to do work, like I had to do jury duty as a comic. You know what I mean? That was hard.
What was your case?
It was an assault. It was a domestic thing, but it was like a serious one. I think it was like I think there was a murder intent in there, but it got dropped. But yeah, he ended up. There was no doubt that, you know what I mean. Like, there's no question whatsoever that the dude did it. We were just there kind of as like, I guess, a courtesy. I don't know why he wanted a trial. I mean, he should have taken a plea deal.
Yeah, it's crazy that he didn't.
Yeah.
So how long did he get?
I think he got like 12 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But it was a pretty nasty case. But I mean, I had to do that as a comic. So I've got to sit there for like 6 hours at a time and pretend like I'm not ready to lose my ever-loving mind. Because like my mind's racing a million miles a minute. I'm writing jokes about everything in there. And then when I'm bored of that, then I move on to like roasting everybody individually. And then I move on to something else. I pay attention to the case for 20 minutes, enough to get all the information, and then we're done. Well, what else are we doing?
Dude, I mean, that's the thing about doing jury duty is you kind of realize like how like the legal system is slow because the people in it are really lazy too.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you had this experience, but when I was in jury duty, we would start our days at like 9 and we'd get in, and at 2 they'd be like, well, we need this thing and they don't have it, so we're just going to call it for the day, you know? And then like we were there 4 days, the first 3 days of jury duty, they'd call it at 2.
Yeah. And then
Like, it was the same experience when I was going to court for my thing. I mean, like, we would get there, and that was the reason that I kept having to go back. It's because someone wouldn't show up. Someone couldn't make it. paperwork couldn't be filed in time. The judge can't see you today. Just get pushed back 5 fucking days, and you're on jury duty. And then you realize that the court works like 5 hours. Just do 5 hours, and they're done. Get out of here. You're good. You're like, damn, you guys don't do fucking shit.
Yep. No. Judicial branch is a business.
Yeah. Being a trial lawyer would be fun as fuck, though.
I think you would be a great trial lawyer.
I think I would crush.
I think you'd be a great trial lawyer. I really do.
If I could just focus, I'd get distracted and miss some key shit, though. That's
Yeah,
the
but I
problem.
think the opening and closing argument would be your strong suit.
Smoke them.
Yeah, you would smoke the opening and
Local and
closing
smoke
argument.
them, dude. Just fucking go in hard in the paint. I think the problem with that, though, like, by the way, the lawyer on the jury duty that I was on, his legal name was Lawyer Twilly. His first name was Lawyer.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you're destined.
Like Lawyer Malloy.
My dad got surgery from a doctor named Dr. Cutright.
Wow.
Yeah.
His name was Doctor?
No. He was a doctor.
Oh, wow. I'm a fucking moron. Cut right.
Yeah, his last name was Cutright. He made jokes about it too. It was funny.
Cut right on these nuts.
It wasn't a vasectomy.
Mm. Yeah, one of my buddies with a kid got a vasectomy, which I think is so badass to get a vasectomy in your 20s.
Oh yeah.
She's like, I'm done, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the baby factory's closed.
You ever think about it?
Yeah, it scares me. I like my testosterone.
And the thing is,
And I'm just terrified.
I feel like there's a decent chance that some woman that you're with down the line is like, you can do one more. Come on, let's have one more. You'd be like, you'd probably say it.
Believe me, if this podcast pops off and my career starts doing what I want it to do, I'll have an Al Pacino baby.
Mhm.
I'll have a De Niro baby. I'll pop one out in my 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
On the exit as the final curtain. Yeah, let's pop out a few.
The De Niro baby, that's fucking tough. Because even then, like,
You just look at the baby like, that's a baby. You
It's a
put it back
baby.
down and you go back to your oatmeal. It's great life.
do you feel like a sense of relief kind of that, like, at least the kids box in your life and like the having had the military career already, like you've already kind of checked the 2 boxes?
Yeah. I mean, yes and no. I made a lot of sacrifices to check those boxes.
Mm.
I mean, there's an argument to be said that if I was full force into comedy and I could actually tour with Joe J every weekend and tour my own every weekend, because I take every other weekend off, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Even
if
from like local spots and stuff.
most of the time. Now that my kids are getting older, I'll do a little bit more. But when they were young, I've got 3. And so when they were like 10, 8, and 6, I'm staying at home with them. I'm not getting in a babysitter because I'm only seeing them so much time. And so summers I would take off. I wouldn't do comedy during the summers, and I wouldn't do comedy every other weekend.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how good I am or how good I was at it. It's like that didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was making sure that I honored the 2 legacies that I have.
Yeah.
The legacy of being a father and the legacy of being a comedian. Because I've neglected both for both. And I've neglected being a father in other ways, and I've neglected being a comic in other ways. And I think if it wasn't for me combining, being willing to do that, then I would be far more depressed than I am.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to live with, the person I am. I've got to live with me every day, so I better make decisions and choices that honor that. And I can't, until my son's 18, even after, I mean, I don't know, you know what I mean? But until he's 18, I'm in Austin because I'm an hour away from them. And, I've said it before and I'll say it a million times. I'm a good dad. I'm just not a good enough dad to live in Waco. You got to be a great father to live in Waco, Texas.
Bro, I mean, when I walk around up there, I go, it is fucking boring up here.
Brother, I would get
Holy
arrested
shit.
so fast. I would start a meth ring within a week. I
Dude,
would
I
just be out of boredom. Just out of boredom.
When you watch the Chip and Joanna Gaines show, you get this impression that you're like, oh, Waco's like booming and there's like
It's
shit
like
to do.
chic and country but lively and fun. And it's like, no, it's not.
It's like abandoned when you walk around down there. It's crazy.
Most of the time, downtown Waco is a ghost land.
You know what's so funny about Waco, though, is like somebody must have been running a comedy show up there and doing a terrible job, because I've called like all these bars. I've been trying to get shows going for Don't Tell in Waco forever. We got one, but like it's a town of over 200,000 people.
Yeah.
We should be able to get more than one.
The surrounding area is is pretty spread out.
So I'll call these bars, right? And I'll go, have you considered doing comedy? And they're like, we don't do comedy here. And I go, well, can I tell you a little bit about what we do? And they're like, we don't do comedy here. We had a bad experience. Remember, we got that when I was, do you remember when we went up to do some show somewhere and I went to that Irish bar with you and I went there to talk to them about potentially doing a don't tell there. And the guy was like, we don't do comedy here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, can I get your email anyway or your number anyway?
Yeah.
Give me a fake number. That's how bad they didn't want to do it. And I think there's somebody running shows that has run shows up there where they're like, they were so fucking bad that it's like, we're never doing this again.
You're killing it with the don't tell stuff. Do your parents know? Are they proud of you?
I don't think they understand what it is, but I think they're happy that I haven't called and asked for money this year. I think that's pretty good. Because that happened a lot last year. I kept be like, hey, I'm like really fucked. Can I have like $500? And they'd be like, okay, fine.
But they always help you out?
I mean, my dad would make me work for it. He would have some task for the business that he needed done where he'd be like, hey, we have to redesign the website and there's a company that's doing it and they're taking too long. So your job, you can have the money once you get them to finish the website. And I'd be like, fine. And then I would.
So you just have to micromanage a company until, for.
Yeah, he would give me like some minute task or something. Or he's like, he has an assistant that works for him now, a front desk guy that we like. That's like my cousin. And he was like, make sure that he'd be a good employee. And I got him and I hired him and interviewed him, got him through. And my dad fucking loves him. So he's like, good. So last year he was just having me do little tasks for him.
Okay.
To sort of cover and make ends meet. And that was really nice.
Does he own his own company?
He does, yeah.
You don't have any plan whatsoever of running it in any facet or capacity one day?
I'll tell you what. I think there's a big attitude in stand-up right now from a lot of people of like burn the boats and like really don't have a plan B. I have decided to like start taking steps to solidify the plan B, where I've like talked to my dad explicitly and been like, if I fucking end up and my career's going off the rails and I don't know what to do and like stand-up starts going really bad, is there like some way that I could still get back in? And he's like, yeah, but you have until like this date. And I'm like, all right. So I have to make it happen before some certain date.
Does that deadline, hold on. Does it creep you out a little bit? Does it like...
It provides me a sense of relief that has quelled all of my anxieties related to stand-up. Completely. Because before it was just...
Now that you got a fallback, you got a net.
The fear before is that I was just going to keep running down the road and I'd trip in 10 years and be like, oh, fuck, where am I?
Yeah.
No ability to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wake up in a van outside of Buzzmill.
Homeless. Yeah. Like, then I'm like, oh, okay, well, now I know. I'm like, all right, I need to make this much money by this point. And so that's why I'm going so hard with the don't tell and the cold calling and the video making. And I'm like,
and Hidalgo. Hidalgo's a great.
Fuck yeah, dude. We love having you.
Yeah, that's a great show. I had so much fun when I did it. If you had to like give one piece of parenting advice just from your childhood, the things that happened to you, if you had to like look at all the parents in the country and be like, yo, this is what was great about my childhood and this is what you should do, what would you say it is?
So I heard a piece of parenting advice from a guy on a podcast that always stuck with me, and I think it's because it's kind of what my parents did. He was talking about hanging out with his son, and it was raining, and then he was like, the kid wanted to go outside, and he's like, yeah, and then he's like, you know what? He kind of taught him that he's like, when it's raining, we put the boots on and we jump in the puddles. And you're like, we don't go, oh, we can't go outside, it's raining. He's like, we don't let the external conditions dictate anything. And I think like, dude, like I don't know. I think like we would just fuck around outside and have a good time and get in trouble and fall off bikes and like hurt ourselves and do dumb shit. And I think like there were a lot of fucking road bumps, but I'm kind of glad I was allowed to take them, live a little bit off leash, you know, not have to come home at a certain hour all the time and being allowed to fuck up and you know,
freedom to fuck up.
Yeah, and I think they also like worked me like really, really hard. Like they were like pushed me really hard. I like that about them. Like they would like
Academically or physically or
academically, I was just kind of expected to be a B student, you know, and I
Yeah.
just kind of had to maintain that mark. But it was kind of like I didn't get good at school till college, and then I kind
Yeah.
of like excelled back half of college. But like, dude,
I feel the same way.
Yeah, 100%. They were like, but I mean, I don't know. They were like, you should be the best cross country. Just be number one.
Yeah.
See if you can do it. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, let's go. So I think like I'm really competitive. I think it helps with stand up a little bit. We're like, I want to fucking bury that guy alive.
Do you ever want to compete in running again?
Nah, I'm getting too skinny already, man. I've been running a lot lately, and I think I'm down like 10 pounds. It looks
Yeah.
like fucking shit. I hate the way I look right now.
Well, everything's changeable, buddy.
Yeah.
Everything's
I know, dude.
changeable. It's been good. It's a good episode.
This is good, baby.
Do
We
you have
did it.
anything coming up you want to plug?
Laugh Boston, August 14th. Please come if you're in Boston. Hell yeah, dude.
Laugh
You
Boston.
guys, you do a pretty pro setup here for this pod. This is very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, this looks like really fucking good.
Thank you.
What a rig. You're a beast. All right, boys.
Yeah, I've got Plano mic drop comedy. I'm recording for Don't Tell
you are? Fuck yeah.
on the 31st.
You're doing a
of
Don't Tell
July.
taping?
No, not Don't Tell. I'm sorry. Laugh After Dark.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Different one. My bad. I had Don't Tell in my head because of you. Laugh After Dark, 31st, Plano. Come out, see that. And I think that's about it. This has been Tammy's Boy. Thank you, Joe, for coming in. And you guys like, subscribe, share, do the whole thing. It doesn't happen without you. We get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we will give you a Patreon.
Hell yeah, dude.
We love you so much. Thanks for coming.
Did your family bring joy? Was your childhood destroyed? Hey, it's Tammy's Boy. Is your mama alive? Did your daddy make you cry? Hey,